Welcome to Read the News, everyone. Today we're going to be doing this live, by the way. So, let's go ahead and get straight into it. We're going to be starting with Fox News on their Instagram page. Then we're going to be moving over to ABC News on their Instagram page. And then the third one we're going to be going into is No Jumper on their Instagram page, which is essentially hip-hop news. So, let's start with Fox News first. We're going to go from the oldest, starting from today, of course. So, would be this one right here. So, 17 hours ago. This was the one posted 17 hours ago. We're going to hop into it first. It says, on alert, medical professionals are warning Americans to be vigilant, particularly if their pet has a flea infestation or becomes very ill. It says, case of human plague confirmed in the U.S., health officials say. Let me know what you guys think about this. I think it's interesting. Sounds a little bit scary. We'll see what comes from it. We'll see what happens. The next thing they posted was this one right here. It's actually a video. And this was posted 16 hours ago. It says, check out American cars and racing favorites, American-made cars of 2024. Alright, let's hop into it. There is a video to watch.
U.S.-built cars of 2024. This is the new Acura Integra Type S. They brought the Integra name back. 320 horsepower, wide body, and you can only get it with a stick shift.
Look at this bad boy. I have a feeling you could drive this anywhere in America and you'd be okay, right?
I've had this off-road. It's the Ford Ranger Raptor, the high-performance version, 405 horsepower, a very advanced off-road suspension. I jumped this in the air about this high.
Wow.
And about the length of the truck, 20 feet, and it's like landing on a mattress. Yeah, this is our SUV of the year, the Hyundai Santa Fe. It's made in Alabama. This is all new. This has got this pretty wild style here.
If you look at it from the front, it almost looks like a stormtrooper.
It does,
right?
Exactly. Electric car, the Lucid Air Pure rear-wheel drive. This is all electric, 419 miles of range, 137 miles per gallon equivalent in energy efficiency. This will accelerate to 60 miles an hour in 4.3 seconds.
Well, look, speaking of quick acceleration, what is more Americana than a Corvette, baby?
This is a Corvette E-Ray. It's the first hybrid Corvette. You get a V8 in the back, an electric motor up front, 655 horsepower, and it'll accelerate to 60 miles an hour in 2.5 seconds. This is the quickest Corvette and the quickest car General Motors has ever made.
Wow. Listen, this is awesome. Thank you for the tour of the cars, and I'll take one of these in every color. Sound good?
Me too, and you want more about this, AmericanCarsAndRacing.com.
Alright, so we got that story right there. The next story is actually going to be a birthday. It says, happy birthday. Hollywood legend Sylvester Stallone turns 78 today. So it's his 78th birthday. Happy birthday, of course. This was posted 15 hours ago. So I think his birthday has already passed. I could be wrong. But let's move on to the next story, which is actually about a shark. Okay, so there was a shark. It says, dangers of the deep. Video shows a shark in the water that officials say attacked several people off of South Padre Island, Texas on the 4th of July holiday. So there is a video here. There's no audio, but they do show a video of... Alright. The stream is reconnecting. For some reason we had some sort of glitch there. I think we're back on. But yeah, that's essentially what this story showed, was just a shark swimming in the water. It attacked several people, but that's all the video showed. So... the next story we got is going to be about Joe Biden. It says, Biden, his time. The president sits down for his first post-debate interview as pressure mounts for the commander-in-chief to drop out of the 2024 race. Of course, they always want you to swipe up or click the link in their bio, but first we're going to learn about the story through the pictures that they give us. So, here it says, 5 key statements from President Biden's first post-debate interview. Let's move to the next slide. This is a quote coming directly from President Biden. He said, it was a bad episode. No indication of any serious condition. I was exhausted. I didn't listen to my instincts in terms of preparing, and a bad night. Alright. Now, George Stephanopoulos, who was the one interviewing Biden, said, and did you ever watch the debate afterwards? And President Biden responded, I don't think I did. No. Okay. And then President Biden said, look, I have a cognitive test every single day. Every day I have that test. Everything I do. You know? Not only am I campaigning, but I'm running the world. That's not hit. Sounds like hyperbole. But we are the essential nation of the world. And then President Biden also said, I think it's in all the pollsters I talk to tell me it's a toss-up. It's a toss-up. And when I'm behind, there's only one poll I'm really far behind. CBS poll and NBC. I mean, excuse me. And then President Biden says, well, yeah, I'm sure. Look, I mean, if the Lord Almighty came down and said, Joe, get out of the race, I'd get out of the race. The Lord Almighty is not coming down. He's not coming down, Jack. Alright, let's move on to the next story, which is going to be an insane story, because this is showing more crime that's happening in our country. It says, chaos in California. An Oakland gas station is reeling over the destruction of their business when a flash mob of thieves ransacked the store for 40 minutes. Close to 70 people grabbed whatever they could, causing around $100,000 in losses. And this is an Oakland, California gas station. So, they are definitely, I don't know how to say it, they might go bankrupt, because $100,000 is insane, especially for a gas station. Let's see the video, though. So you could definitely see the destruction there that these thieves caused. I mean, this flash mob. So let me know what you think about that story. Just a lot of crime going on in the country, all around the country, not just in California, and all places. The next story we got is going to be, it says, pressure is on. Details on the 5th House Democrat to call on President Biden to step aside from the 2024 election. Once again, at the link in the bio. We're not going to visit that. I'm just giving you what they're posting here on their Instagram page. If you guys want to go check that out for yourself, I highly encourage you to, because you're going to get more information, and you're going to read it for yourself, instead of just listening to me, okay? So, we do have a quote here, though, on the picture. This is coming from Representative Angie Craig, and she says, I think it's a she, could be a he, I have no idea. I honestly don't know who this person is, so not trying to offend or anything. But Representative Angie Craig says, I believe he should step aside for the next generation of leadership. The stakes are too high. Alright, now the next story we got is going to be yet another video. And this is a video looking scary, to be honest with you, because there's already a fire that we can see here. Let's read the story. It says, watch. Video out of North Dakota shows intense flames and thick black smoke rising high into the sky after a train carrying ammonia, sulfur, and methanol goes off on the rails and catches fire. So it goes off the rails and then it caught fire. Let's watch this video here to see what is actually going on. What is the destruction this has caused? Looks like we can see the train there derailed, obviously. I wonder what's emitting from that, by the way. Must be crazy, because remember, it was carrying ammonia, sulfur, and methanol. So, I mean, that smoke is going to be filled with all of that stuff, and that is not good, so. But that's the story we got there. The next story is going to be about, it looks like Hillary Clinton. Let's read the story. It says, Showstoppers. Self-proclaimed radical activists called for, quote, SUFs to be cancelled, claiming the musical, in quotes, is a whitewash. More on their protest at the link in our bio. Okay, let's read the picture here. It says, in quotes, anti-racist, queer, end quotes, radicals disrupt Hillary Clinton's dangerous musical. Interesting. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. I'll leave it up just for a little bit more time in case you guys want to pause and read it. Alright, let's move on to the next story. We got another video here. First, let's read the caption. It says, very dangerous. Former Lieutenant Cole Space, hopefully I'm saying that right, Cole Space Force? Oh, wait, okay. I misread that completely. Former Lieutenant Cole Space Force Commander Matthew Lomere speaks to Fox and Friends Weekend after he was allegedly fired for speaking out against Marxist DEI. Okay, and it looks like we have a video here from the interview, so let's go and check that out.
After serving in the military for over a decade, Matt Lohmeyer ripped DEI training for dividing troops, decreasing morale, and ultimately affecting military readiness, which prompted action against him. Executive Vice President of STARS, Matt Lohmeyer, joins us now. Good morning, Lieutenant Colonel. Thank you for joining us. We were just talking in the commercial break there. You weren't just fired from your position, you were also pushed out of the Space Force altogether. You lost your career over this.
Yeah, you know, unfortunately for the American people and for all of the men and women in uniform, it's been considered for a number of years now to be politically partisan to speak up against diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. And of course, anyone who's looked into this matter knows it shouldn't necessarily be considered a partisan issue. I wasn't interested in being politically partisan while I wore the uniform of the country and was in command of a Space Force unit. But of course, senior military leaders, especially under the current administration, decided that because of the climate of fear that we had created for ourselves, they ought to treat my criticism of diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives as partisan and, quote unquote, hold me accountable for speaking out against it.
Once again, let me know what you think about that story. Let's move on to the next one here, which is actually going to be posted 6 hours ago. In quotes, it says, Nepo Baby. Actress Emma Roberts says that while people think her famous family gives her a leg up in Hollywood, she actually needs to prove herself because of them. More of her comments at the link in the bio. Of course, they want you to visit the link in the bio. Here on the picture, it says, actress says she's lost more jobs than I've gained because of her famous family. Very interesting. Coming from actress Emma Roberts. Let me know what you think about that. The next story is going to be about a fire. I know, so many fires recently. Probably because it's summer. I mean, we had the train one obviously doesn't count because that one was derailed and that's what caused the fire. But, I mean, well, I guess it does count because there was a fire started. There's just so many fires going on around the place. But here, it says, help from above. A California fire department resorted to using airplanes and helicopters to spray water and fire retardant on a fire raging near Simi Valley. Let's go ahead and watch the video here. This one actually does not have any audio. So you can see the fire there. And then of course they're spraying water. And then the red stuff they're going to spray is of course the fire retardant. And this is in California. Looks crazy. Fires are always crazy. And very dangerous. Which is why you need to get them out very quickly. And right there is the fire retardant. That's the red stuff. And that's pretty much all they show for the video. Alright, let's move on to the next story, which is going to be, it says, take note. This is in quotes. At their core, political campaigns are simply billion-dollar sales funnel machines, trying to earn business in the form of a vote. Business columnist Dustin Siggins writes. Okay? And here on the picture it says 5 essential leadership lessons CEOs can learn from Trump and Biden. Let me know what you think about that story. And the next one is going to be about, what is this? Chickens? We got chickens. It says, what the cluck? Okay. A group of chickens led Ohio police on a wild goose chase, but were all caught safely eventually, according to the Kettering Police Department. Let's go and watch the video. Okay, I totally thought he was gonna feed the chicken to try and get it to come towards him, but no, he was just hungry. Hey, let's go, success. Nice. Alright, the next story that we got is going to be about a lifeguard. So, the caption says, sounding the alarm. Details on how you can avoid rip currents and safely enjoy the water this summer at the link in the bio. Once again, you can go check that out if you want to. On the picture, it says, lifeguards urgent warning for Americans heading to the beach this summer. So make sure you read that. Seems important. The next one is going to be about God. It says, pray more and scroll less. Who is this person right here? Let's check him out. Jesse Bradley. Okay, so this guy right here, let's go back to the story. So that guy, Jesse Bradley, reveals 24 things he learned in 2024. So apparently he's a pastor. And this is quotes by him. So this is what he said. Pastor Jesse Bradley said, God is the only one who fully knows and loves us. Let that sink in deeply. Let me know what you think about that story. And we're going to move on to the next news company, because we are actually done with the Fox News for today. That was all the stories that Fox News posted onto their Instagram page today. Now let's go ahead and move on to the next one, which is going to be ABC News, okay? So ABC News also posts to their Instagram page daily a lot. And we're going to start, let me check. I believe it's over here. Okay, this is a day ago, and then this one right here is a day ago, and 16 hours ago. Okay, so this is the first one right here, guys, from ABC News. It says, the western U.S. is facing a historic heat wave, with alerts issued for coastal cities such as Los Angeles and San Francisco, and normally cooler places like Seattle and Portland, Oregon. Says Las Vegas could hit or even break its all-time hottest temperature of 117 degrees on Sunday. Death Valley could hit 129 degrees, just 5 degrees shy of the all-time hottest temperature recorded on Earth. The record heat will not stop this weekend, with more expected next week. And here on the picture, it says historic West Coast heat wave could break all-time records. Let me know what you think about the story, and let's move on to the next one. Looks like we have a video here of a volcano. It says lava and ash spewed from Italy's Mount Etna, one of the world's most active volcanoes, in speculation fashion this week. Okay, let's watch the video here, see what they have to say. That is actually wild how they're like all standing there right next to the volcano. Alright, let me know what you think about that story. The next story we have here, let's read the picture first. It says, family of Los Angeles woman shot in vehicle calls for justice, alleging inaction by the deputy, or by a deputy. Now let's go and dive into it a little bit deeper. It says, the family of a Los Angeles woman who was shot in her vehicle this week and later died is calling for an investigation into her shooting and what they say was a delayed response by a sheriff's deputy. Okay, I might butcher this name. It says Ray Jeanette, a hospital on Thursday, police said. On Friday, Morgan's family called for the perpetrations who committed the shooting and the sheriff's deputy at the scene, who they accuse of calling in a fatality for Morgan and not immediately attempting to assist her, to be held accountable for her death. Let me know what you think about this story. The next one we got here is going to be another video. It says, the Buin Zoo in Chile has welcomed a rare white rhino to its flock named Silverio. Silverio. How do you say that? Silverio. That's crazy. And weighing about 160 pounds at birth. It was the third rhino of its kind to be born in South America according to the zoo. Interesting.